Hi, my name is Brandy Ebner, and I'm the Executive Director of Oregon Horse Country. And in this short video, we're going to show you why and how you need to update your member online profile. It is very important with OregonHorseCountry.com that you utilize as much of your member directory profile as possible, as it helps people find out more about you when they're looking for products or services. But it especially will help you be found in search engines. So if somebody goes to Google and looks for horseback riding lessons in Salem, what you have in our directory will help you get brought up to the top of that Google search, especially if you don't have your own personal website that is extremely search engine friendly. So let me show you the few quick steps to do it. It's pretty easy. Right now on the screen, we are at OregonHorseCountry.com, and there's a couple ways to log in. You can either go to the site directly by any of the web links that we've sent you and possibly an email once you joined, or you can go to these buttons here that say Member Login, and also under About OHC, the very last item is OHC Member Login. So when you log in, you'll be updating the member directory. So over here to the left, there's a list of different types of directories we offer. We have a directory of just our Golden Horseshoe member. We also have information about the Oregon Horse directory that we produce. And then we also have a link to the official trail riding directory of Oregon provided by trailmeister.com. So you are going to be found on the Oregon Horse Country member directory. So if somebody goes to the directory, this is the page they'll get. This basically breaks down all the different categories that our members are in, and it does it by what's called quick links. So for example, children's activities lumps together birthday parties, kids camps, pony rides, and youth activities. And so it just makes it a little easier when someone's looking for something. They can look for a category, and then within that, look for the specific member. So I'm going to show you really quick the difference between utilizing the profile and not utilizing the profile. So let's take example of retail. That's a big category for us. A lot of our members sell different products and considered retail. So this listing is every single OHC member, you can see it gets quite long here, that has a product that they have for sale, for retail. These at the top that are in a brown tan color are all our Golden Horseshoe members. So paying the additional membership fee, one of the benefits you get is to be automatically moved to the top of every single website listing you're under. So under retail, Abaquah Landscape, Equitrack, Fitzgerald Corrals, and Union Mills are all Golden Horseshoe members. The Golden Horseshoe members will be categorized alphabetically at the top, and then below them in these green and white boxes will be the basic members that are also in that same category. You'll see here there's a little bit of a difference between some of these, and this is just because the members have not taken advantage of their listing. Every single member we have could have a logo next to their name and also the short description next to them. Some have taken advantage of parts of it, like Equitrack has the description but needs to add a logo. Fitzgerald Corrals and Coastal Farm have done both. And then these other folks could add those but just haven't yet. And we're in the process of making sure all of our members understand how to do this and the value behind it so they can get upgraded. We also want to just look real quick at a couple examples, and I'll just pick the top one here. This is what your profile will look like once you join without doing a single thing. So I'm going to go ahead and upload your address, your website, and that'll pull this map up. And then it has a listing of what categories that your business will be under here at the top. That is all the information I basically receive from you on your your member application. However, for example, if you took advantage of updating your profile, like Fitzgerald Corrals has, you will get all these additional pieces. So you can put a banner ad that they call it up at the top, or a big photograph. When you scroll down a bit, you'll see that Fitzgerald Corrals has their logo. Again, a link to their website with their address and phone number. They added a link to their Facebook page. They added information about making an appointment with them. And they have an About Us page, which if you clicked Read More, you'll see over here on the right-hand side, this allows you to enter about 1,600 characters of description. So this is their opportunity to talk about the history of their product, how they're manufactured, why they're the quality that they are, the types of products that they provide for livestock and horses, and also how to reach them for more information. There's a couple different phone numbers you can access Pat at. There's also a link here that says Highlights, and this is especially useful because search engine optimization loves links from sites to sites. So what this does is actually you can put in up to 5 links to go to specific pages of the internet or your website. So for this example, you can click We Carry Equipment for Equine Needs, and it will go straight to the equine equipment page of Fitzgerald Farms and Fitzgerald Corral's website. Rather than going to the home page and then the person has to look further, this will take them straight to that page. They're also a Suite Pro dealer, so you can click that link and it takes straight to the Suite Pro page of their website. If you're a realtor, you could link this to 5 of the hottest properties you have for sale. If you sell products online, you could link to different sections of your online catalog. If you're a farm or a property that does lessons and camps, you could say, click here to see our summer camp schedule. Click here to learn more about our lesson programs. Things like that. It really highlights what you do and sends them off to different sections of your website. The media tab is one that you can do a photo gallery. Each of these photos have a description you can enter, so as people hover over them and click on them, it describes here what that picture is about. This can all be entered by you at any time and updated whenever you would like. There is an option to do a video on this page as well. However, Fitzgerald Corral's doesn't have one at this time, but it's a very simple YouTube link that you can put in. Clicking on rep information, I highly encourage you to list as many employees that the general consumer might come into contact with. So for a small company, it might just be one person, but Pat also has representatives across the state that sell for him. So I was just talking with him about adding each of those so that people, regardless of where they're at in Oregon, will realize that they have a Fitzgerald Corral dealer near them. If you're a nonprofit, I encourage you to list your officers as well as any maybe show coordinators that you have if you produce horse shows or fundraising chairs that you've got. This allows the general public to go directly to those people without having to go to your website and dig for their information. And then the map is one piece that's automatically added as I enter your information. So let me show you a little bit about how you get there. So when you log in, when you go back to Oregon Horse Country and you use either this member login link here, member login link here, a link I've sent you, you'll come to this page. And I'm going to use our High Desert Horse Expo as our guinea pig example. So when you're on this page, there's a couple options. Over here on shortcuts is pretty much all you'll need to deal with. Personal information is each of those representatives, and you can put a lot of information about the person that is only seen by other members when they log in and look through the personal back-end directory. This is not necessarily all information that shows up to the public. But you would want to list the individual person. You can put their work phone number. You can put a different address if they have a separate address they mail to. You can put in a description about the person, kind of a short biography, and also any of their personal social media links that they would like. So that is all done here on the personal account settings. This is also the same place that they can have a username and password created. You can have as many people within your organization or company as you would like having access to update this profile. Not everyone has to have a login and password, but if you've got multiple people, it would be a good idea to have them be able to keep your profiles fresh. You can also put a photograph of the person. And then, like I mentioned, you can get into social networks, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. You can decide what is shown on the public side of OregonHorseCountry.com and what is shown only on this back end to other OHC members. And then they can also link their social media accounts to this page. So personal is about the representatives of the company. Then the company link is where all that information I just showed you on our website lives. So your profile summary is an opportunity for you to kind of see where you're already doing a good job at. Where have you filled in all the blanks, and what do you have missing? Right here, it'll always tell you what your percentage of completion is. And for some companies, you'll never hit 100%. For example, if you're a work-from-home business and you do not want your personal address listed on this site, you will never be able to hit 100%. Or say you have because of that, you have no driving directions. You won't hit 100%. So don't worry so much about that as just making sure as many of these categories in each section are filled in as possible. You can either click View and update these sections, or on the left it's the exact same. So click on Organization Information. This will be your basic info: company name, phone number, email, website, address, And you can put in some additional information if you'd like about when your business was established or how many employees you might have. This database is used by associations all over the country, so there's some pieces that are meant for different types of businesses than what our equestrian community has. Employees, again, is where you'll be able to see each of those reps you've got listed. And then website information is the start of all the things you can upload. You'll see all these boxes grayed out. That information is automatically pulled from other pages within this directory site, so you don't need to re-enter. That's pulled over. But this is where you can enter your business social media pages. So we have facebook.com High Desert Horse Expo. The expo doesn't have a Twitter or LinkedIn account, but if they did, we could add that. This web description here is up to 1,600 characters to describe your business. So on the example we used for Fitzgerald Corrals, this is where they described their history and where their products are manufactured and things like that. For the expo, we described what kind of vendors we're looking for and what kind of seminars we're going to be hosting. And then below that is this search results description. And this, if we go back to the retail page, is this short little description right here. It just shows up on this page. It only is about 140 characters, but it gives you an opportunity to stand out and give people an idea of what you do in comparison to the other folks in your category. So for this one, we obviously were the only equine expo on the east side, featuring 140 booths, dozens of educational workshops, clinics, and a great time in the high desert. We could put a little bit more than that, but for us, that's all we needed to say to stand out from a couple of the other event members we've got. Hours of operation, you could actually put your Monday through Friday 8 to 5, or you could say by appointment only. Driving directions, it's very important if you are a farm that might be a little more difficult to find. Put information in that, you go 3/4 of a mile past the last stop sign and take a right at the blue fence or something like that. This is not the actual address. This is any description that will help people find your physical business. And then below that is highlights. And these are those 5 links that you can send people to different pages of your website or the internet in general. Maybe you wrote an article for a website or on a blog and you want to send people to that. You can. So the text is what you actually write. Vendor space is available, click here. And then the link does not show up, but it links that text. So you wouldn't just put the URL because people have no idea what that's going to. So you want to put vendor spaces. So people go, oh, if I want to be a vendor, I just click vendor spaces and it will take them to this link. And then probably the most important part is your keywords down here at the bottom. Keywords are utilized by search engines to establish whether your website fits the description of what somebody's looking for. So you can put in an unlimited amount of keywords. For this expo, we put in all the towns around the area. We put in words like horses and reining and cowboy, cowgirl, horse expo, trade shows, workshops, Central Oregon, the high desert. Anything that would describe our event is what we would put in there. So you would put in things that would describe your business, lessons, youth camps, different breeds of horses if you sell those, products, whatever it is that's best describing your business. The next category, or the next section down is called categories. You as a member do not have control of this piece actually. This is the only part that I must do. So if you want to be added to or taken out of any category, just let me know. I can do it with a couple clicks. The only reason we don't allow members to do this is we've had numerous occurrences where members put themselves in every category or things that absolutely did not relate to their business just to try to get found a little more on the internet. And what it does is confuse the consumer. If somebody goes to the category of panels looking to buy panels, they don't want to find a pony ride business or horse lessons for kids. It confuses them as to why that's listed there. So we want to make it very clean, very yellow page-esque so people can find exactly what they're looking for. However, you can update all these other sections. For a logo, this is a picture, if you remember on, let's see, Fitz Corrals here, this is their big photo across the top. We, as High Desert Horse Expo, had a big banner ad listed, which was just part of our Facebook page as well, so it was very easy to use something we already had to put at the top of our page. And then we had our membership logo, and the little logo here, they call it the search results icon. And when you go back to that main page here where you see that little Fitzgerald Corral logo, that's what that means. I'm not sure why they call it that, but it's just a little version of your logo that's on that first search page. So those are all very easy to change or to add. You'll just hit change, hit browse, find the file on your website or on your computer, and click Open, and it'll upload it automatically. So it's very quick and easy as long as you have it on your computer. The photo page is very similar. Photo gallery, you can add as much as you would like. I don't think there's a limit, but I couldn't imagine someone adding 10,000 photos, but you can add quite a few on here. And as you load them, that is how you would put a description in. So you click Manage Gallery, and then we could type in a description that will show up on the page. We did not do this for the High Desert Horse Expo yet, but you remember on Fitzgerald Corrales' page, as I hovered on those photos, this little description caption came up. So you can very easily delete photos, reposition them in an order that you would like, change out different pieces as often as you would like. Video, this is the component if you have a video. It does have to be a YouTube one, but it's very simple to load onto YouTube, and you'll get a URL that you just drop in right here, copy, paste, and your video will be loaded. The map pin information is, again, very simple. If you do not want people to know your address, so say you work from home and do not want anyone dropping by, at the top of this there's an option that says None. Make sure you click None, and it will take this completely off the page, and people will not know exactly where you're at. If you do, like the expo, we wanted people to know where we were, obviously. So the map information is automatically pulled from your profile. And if it's wrong for any reason, every once in a while different map programs and addresses don't quite match up, you can come down here and physically set a custom address if you would like, or actually drag this pin to a different location and say, no, that's where my business really is. It's pretty simple to do that, but it might be one spot that you get a little caught up in. If you need help, just give me a call. And then the last piece is your member badge. This is really an opportunity for you to brag about being a member and encourage other folks being a member. So you use this HTML link here at the bottom, and you just drop it into your website. If you don't have control of your website, you might have to have your web designer do that, or you can always just get the logo from me and set it in without this HTML code. We can do it either way, but we would love for you to announce to the world that you're a member of our great organization and that you're proud of that. So that is mostly how you update your profile. There's a couple more things on here. If you ever owe money, let's say you bought a directory ad or it's time to renew your membership, you can make your credit card payment straight on this page. You can also go into the membership directory this way and see the back end of the directory and get more information from members. You can go into the event calendar this way and see all of our events that are all over the state of Oregon. We have literally hundreds, if not thousands, of events listed as the event calendar for our industry. At times in the future, we might start utilizing this resource section to provide files like our logo and things to you as a member. But right now, we don't use that as an organization. You can get our news feed. There's all kinds of news releases that you can look into. And then settings kind of takes you to that same exact account settings that you would update your profile with. So updating a profile really is pretty simple once you get in. You can do this as often as you'd like, 24/7, as long as you have your login and password. If you do not know your login and password, there's an option to reset it from the home page, or you can contact me and I will send you that link. But we greatly encourage you to take advantage of these pages. As you can see, the pages that had the information fully loaded were much more attractive, much more informative, and will likely result in more customers and sales for you than the pages that just have the bare minimum information. So please let me know if there's any way we can help you or if I can do a walkthrough with you on this, and we look forward to learning more about your business. Thank you.